Welcome to Taste the Mango, and in these videos we're going to be demonstrating in real time some direct inquiry explorations where myself and Katrijn will take turns in asking each other to inquire through direct experience to a key question that points us to the non-dual nature of the human experience. And in this video, the question we're going to explore is, what is time?
Right, so we're looking in direct experience, right? That means we're not thinking, or you're thinking, but you're not listening to the thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, do you experience something called a past?
I understand your question, and I can think about breakfast, yeah, which is what I know to be called past.
Yes. But if you only focus on the sensations that are here now, and you don't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So is breakfast here if you don't think about it?
No. And when I do think about it, I'm thinking blueberries and seeds. It's now I think about it.
Yes. Yes. So if you think about the breakfast before that one,
Yeah. Again, I think about it now. My mind puts in an extra thought going, that was the day before. But again, I experience it now. I don't time travel.
yes. So if we would say your experience from just 5 seconds ago, where is that?
Now.
Yeah, the experience is gone, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I was trying to get it back.
Okay. So the thought of it is now, but the experience of it is gone.
Exactly. So I'm having a thought of what I guess I was experiencing 5 seconds ago. And as you asked me the question, I was trying to work out what 5 seconds was. And then I was thinking, what was I thinking? And then I experienced something which had probably nothing to do with what was going on 5 seconds ago. But it's my guess, re-representation of that. It was quite hard work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was all now.
Right. So if we couldn't do the thinking bit, let's just pretend.
Yeah. Then there wouldn't, if there is no thinking, there'd be no before. There'd be no previously. There'd be no yesterday.
Yeah. And instead of just answering that question conceptually, try to actually find it. So in your experience now, without thinking, where's the past?
Bonkers.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. But without the concept, there's nothing, because experientially, it's almost like experientially, it just messes the system up, because there's just what there is now. So me going in there and trying to get some stuff that was yesterday, it's just adding lots of stuff in it, and it's not what there is.
Yeah. So yesterday is a concept appearing now.
Yeah. I understand it's a concept. I'm not an idiot, but
You sure?
well, the concept too. Yeah, some people might share that, but it isn't the primary foundational essentialness of experience at all. It's just added in.
Yeah.
You can't do a direct experience. I can't get to yesterday in a direct experience.
Exactly. And that's the core of it. And usually with the future, it's even easier to see.
Oh yeah.
Right?
The future's much easier, isn't it? Because everyone knows that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
So if I imagine this afternoon, I can dive in there and I can have a picture in my mind. But I kind of know that's this afternoon. I kind of know that's not now.
Yes.
I,
And the trick with this time thing, so with the future it's easier, but especially with the past, is to actually have that direct experience of it not existing.
mm, mm,
And that's, I can see that you went there, and I think people viewing this can see that, but it's this direct
mm,
aha of, oh yeah, okay, if I just focus on what it is that I can actually experience, and if I don't think about it, it just literally doesn't exist.
yeah. I mean, and all on the other way around, you can have the experience, it's a now experience, which you happen to have labeled differently. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're writing it off. So if I have a nice memory, what I would call a memory, it's a now memory because all memories are now. I just happen to call it a memory. So I can think of something lovely I did on the weekend, but it's a now experience. So I'm
Yes.
myself that really has nothing to do with the past. I'm just having,
Yeah.
and I could have it about the future too, but that's also now. So it's just really, in direct experience, it's really obvious what's going on. There's just different labeling.
Yeah. And so if you plan, for example, your day tomorrow, and you say tomorrow I'm going to, between 10 and 12, I'm going to record videos.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning, I'm running around taking the kids all over the place for activities, and I can picture that happening. I can even imagine some of the things I need to logistically sort out.
Yes.
And that's a really helpful faculty, utilitarian use of thought. But it's all happening now and it's nothing to do with anything else.
Yes, because we all know that when then tomorrow actually happens, which then would be now, you don't know what's going to happen. You could be doing those things with the kids or something completely different.
Yeah. But I think, we've been conditioned to think there's a utilitarian usefulness in doing the planning that I'm doing. Or if I think about the Saturday before when I ran around and the things that can go wrong, again, there's a utilitarian usefulness in going, oh, well, yeah, that was a bit late last time. The traffic was bad on that road. So I can then quite quickly, the mind can go, well, let's use some of the past to help the future. And that's, as I say, functionally useful as long as we don't pretend those two things are anything other than now. That's how I experience it.
Mm.
So, Katrijn, let's look into the direct inquiry experience of this idea of time. So, right now, if I ask you to think about the future tomorrow or some other time, what happens in direct experience? How do you differentiate that between now and the future?
Well, the thinking starts up. So I start having thoughts about tomorrow.
Okay. And can you tell that that's not now? Can you tell it's thinking rather than direct experience?
Yeah, it's happening in what I'd call my head. I mean, it's having thoughts about tomorrow and the content of tomorrow, and yeah, the experience is here.
Okay. So that's fairly simple for you to see that that's not now, it's not happening. It's in thought.
Yeah, but the thinking about it is happening.
Yeah, they're thinking about it. Okay. Did the same with something previous, something in the past?
Mhm.
So if you think about that, you can tell me about the experience of now with relation to the past.
So I see in kind of like my mind's eye, I'm seeing the images of yesterday evening, sitting at the table, um, and I'm having some thoughts about that. But there's also just the image of it. So in my mind, the image of the table and my phone and a glass, and yeah.
And that image and things is now.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're thinking about past or future, is it ever not now?
No, the image or the thoughts about it are happening now.
Is that ever not the case?
No, no, I'm always having the thoughts or the image now.
And let's just go to the now bit. Tell me more about now and how now turns up.
Well, it's just this really. Just it's not even. I don't know. Even the word moment or it doesn't seem to fit. It's just an experience.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And what differentiates this now from the next now then?
well, the next now is an idea.
Okay.
So there's immediately when you say that the thought of the next now. It's like almost seeing the letters, in my head. The next now, which I'm thinking about now. So
Is there one now, or are we
yeah,
a sequence of now across different moments?
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. There's it feels like it's kind of like I don't know how to put that.
So is this now the same as the now you had just a moment ago?
No, it's not the same now. Um, it's like I literally don't have the words for it. It's even the word now doesn't feel like it fits. It's the experience of something. Now in how I'm experiencing it right now feels like a cut.
Yeah.
Like it's very rigid, like now.
Yeah.
And that's not how the experience of it is.
Right.
The experience is more like we had with the experience of the body. It's more fluid and expansive.
So you went from going, well, there's no past and future, it's all just now. And the more you look into now, you've gone, well, actually, even now it feels like you're putting something in. You're cut off a non-now to a now.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so even now is added in. And
Yeah, it feels like the
three,
concept now is too much.
yeah. Yeah. So even now there's a concept. And and I know this might be very difficult for you to explain, but just give us anything you've got. If you go to before the concept of now, what is it?
Yeah, this experience.
It's,
Yeah. Yeah. The words that come are the appearance of it, the experience, the appearance,
and
it
the this, like you've just gone from the word now to the word this.
yes.
Does the this feel more fluid than the now?
Yes. Yes. Now feels very cagey,
Yeah.
very constricted, and this feels more like more expansive.
Yeah. And we probably could, if we won't for this video, but carry on going, what's behind the this? But let's just, at the moment, look at, well, actually, we've gone, well, there's no such thing as past and future apart from how they turn up now in the thinking. And even now is like a bit of a container. And we get behind the container of now and we get to just this.
Yeah. Which doesn't feel like a movement. You know how time feels like if I think about time, there's like now, and then there's the next now.
Now next sequential. Yeah.
It's sequential. Yeah, sequential. That's a good word. And this doesn't feel sequential.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's time?
I have no idea.
Because in direct experience, is it possible to answer that question?
No,
Indirect experience without
no.
concepts.
No, absolutely not. There's no experience of it.
So we need thought in order to have time.
Yeah. There's a lot of thinking about it. So as soon as you ask me about the thought, it computes.
Cool. Yeah.
If you want to know more about direct inquiry exploration, or about Taste the Mango in general, or just have any questions, please do reach out and drop us a line, and all the details will be in the description of the video.